Hi everyone. So I created this group so that you'd have some videos to use on your off days or maybe weekends. I am just going to get started. We're going to do a Zoomers workout. I'm going to do the full hour, and you can just use this workout on the weekends, or maybe just add in one extra day to your 2 days a week. So just make it 3 days a week. All right, so I'm just going to remind you, have water nearby, have your band, ball, and a sturdy chair. Work at your own pace. So remember, on that scale from 1 to 10, 1 being you're laying down relaxing, 10 being you're at your maximum, you're full out. I want you working at that 4 to 7 range. And if I also want to remind you that you're working at your own risk, because of course we're online. All right, so what we're going to do is just talk about power posture just for a few seconds here, and then we'll get right into the workout. So stand with your feet hip width apart, knees slightly bent, and we're just going to put our hands at our hips here, and then bend one knee and then the other to tip your hips side to side. So think about your hip area as a bowl, and we're just tipping side to side here. Now we're going to tip forward and back, and then I want you to think about a neutral position and where it feels like nothing will spill out of that bowl, and leave your hips there. All right, now engage that core. So that just means pulling that belly button back toward the spine, or kind of pulling those two hip bones towards each other. That's how you think about engaging your core. Now create some space between the top of your hip bone and the bottom of your rib cage. Just means stand up nice and straight and tall. We're going to roll our shoulders back a few times here, and then I want you to leave them back and down. Go ahead, put your finger to your lips, leave your finger there, pull your head back about 2 inches, and then bring your head forward about 10% of that, and that kind of lines up your ears over shoulders over hips. All right, so we're going to get started with a march here, so you can go ahead, start marching, and I am going to start the music. All right, and I'm not going to put the music too loud. I'm not sure how it's going to work on Facebook. So, and I just want you to work at your own pace anyway, so you do what feels right for you, so your speed. All right, we're just going to start with a nice march here. Shoulders down and back, relaxed. Make sure your core is engaged. And we're going to start with toe taps forward in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So just tap the floor in front. Tap the floor in front of you. And if you want to add in the arms, you can do that whenever you're ready. So you can get your legs moving first and then add in the arms. Or maybe you don't want to add in the arms today. You can always use a chair, so if you need a chair for support, you can hold on to that chair and just do the legs. If you feel like you just need to be seated today, you can also do this workout in a chair. All right, we're going to take these feet and take them out to the sides in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So out to the side, I'm just tapping left and right here, and then I'm going to add in the arms, bringing my arms only up to shoulder height. Not going to make it too big yet. We're still warming up the body, getting all the joints lubricated. Make sure you're breathing in and out. Nice deep breaths. You can take sips of water whenever you need to. All right, let's take our feet and tap the floor behind us in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So tap behind. I've added in the arms here. You're going to see a few kitties here and there. So tap the floor behind you, and I'll show you what it looks like from the side here. Just tap and tap. Keep on breathing in and out. Good. All right. We're going to take this back to a march in 4, 3, 2, and 1. March it out. Good. Take those feet a little bit wider. So now I've got my feet a little bit wider than shoulder width, and I'm going to start tapping it out in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So just shifting the weight side to side, tapping left and right. You can go ahead and punch diagonally to the corners of the room. My arms are just staying here, shoulder height, no higher yet. Keep on breathing, in and out, good. I was waiting for my music to start again. All right, we're gonna do some hamstring curls next. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we'll get the feet going first. My heel is coming up toward my butt. This is what it looks like. My knees are still pointing toward the ground, upper body nice and straight. We'll add in those arms, so upright rows with the arms. Remember, you don't have to add in the arms if you don't feel comfortable. Good. We have a few more here. And then we're going to take it to knee up in front in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So just knees up, bringing it in all planes of motion here. Lifting those knees in front. Doesn't have to be very high. Just tap the knees, tap the thighs. Good. Still warming up the body. In and out. Breathe. Good. All right, we're going to take it back to a march. 4, 3, 2, and 1. March it out. Good job, everyone. All right. This time around, we're going to do the same exercises or the same moves, but we're going to try to lift our feet up off the floor. All right, so taking those taps forward in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So you can either keep your feet tapping on the floor, or you can try pressing or pushing, lifting those feet up for a kick in front. I also am pressing forward now with my arms, keeping them at shoulder height. Now, if that's not comfortable, you can just lift one arm and then the other. Keep on breathing. All right, we're gonna bring these feet out to the sides in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Out to the side. Now I'm pressing my arms out to the sides as well. Starting to feel that in the outer thighs, maybe the glute area as well. Good. Keep it going here. And then we're going to tap back or kick back behind you in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So kick it back. I'm going to show you from the side. Kind of like you're kicking that bottom dresser drawer shut, pushing it shut. Or you can just keep it tapping on the floor, whatever feels right to you. Good. Keep on going here. A few more. All right, let's take it back to a march in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. I'm going to take a sip of water, keeping my legs moving. Try to keep your legs moving. All right, we're going to bring our feet out wider than our hips, maybe wider than your shoulders if that's comfortable. Tapping it out again. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's get those feet going first. Then we'll add in the arms. I'm bringing my arms up overhead this time. Now, if that's not available to you, if your hand's up over your shoulders, maybe it hurts your shoulders, you can just keep it pressing forward. That's always an option. Good job, everyone. A few more here. And then we're going to take it back to those hamstring curls. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hamstring curls. So heels up toward the butt. Make sure your knees are still pointing toward that floor. I'm going to show you what not to do Don't arch your back like this. All right, we want to just bring those heels up toward the knees, keeping the back nice and straight, core engaged. I'm squeezing my shoulder blades behind. And you work at your own pace, remember. Think about how you're feeling on that scale from 1 to 10. All right, we're going to bring the knees up for knee lifts in front. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knee lifts. We're going to bring this a little bit higher with our arms. If you want to start to kayak, we're going to row down that river. My arms are going kind of into the water, right? That imaginary water on the side where my knee comes up each time. All right, I'm going to go back to tapping the knees. And then we're going to do a little bit of a combination here. We're going to do 2 knee lifts, 2 singles, and then a double. All right, here we go. Single, single, now 2 on this side. Singles again, single, single, 2 on this side. Singles again, single, single, double here. Single, single, double here. Let's try one more. Single, single, double, and then the other side. Single, single, double, and march. Good. All right, we're going to slow it down. And we're going to get ready for our muscle conditioning work. So let's just move side to side here. Legs are going out together, out together. We're slowing it down, bringing the arms down below the heart, because we want to kind of bring our heart rate down a little bit before we get into the muscle conditioning work. But we want to make sure the blood is still coming back to our heart. So we want to keep our feet moving. You can take a sip of water here. Good. And if you want to, we're going to roll the shoulders. We're all warmed up, so why not try to increase that range of motion? So make big shoulder rolls, as big as you can without pain. And now we're going to make them forward, or take them forward here. Shoulder rolls forward. My feet are still moving. Just whatever you can do, whatever feels comfortable. All right, how about wrists? Let's do some wrist circles here. Nice deep breath in and out. Other direction with the wrist circles. Good. Keep going. And just tap each finger, or each finger to your thumb. I'm going back and forth here. So index, middle, ring, pinky. Sometimes it gets tricky to say what the finger is that's touching the thumb, so you can go ahead, try it out loud if you want to. All right, we're gonna slow it down here. We're gonna grab our chair and your band and your ball. Just have everything ready for me, and we'll try to make quick transitions. So today, if you need to pause me too, you won't be able to during this live video, but once it's already in Facebook, you can pause it if you need to. So what we're going to be doing is working 45 seconds at a time, 15-second rest. We're going to do 4 exercises twice through, then we're going to get a 45-second break. All right, so it might seem like we're going a bit quickly. Just try to follow along. We have 45 whole seconds, so don't worry if you're a little bit behind me. That's okay. All right, so we're going to start with the squat. Now, if you feel comfortable having the chair in front of you and squatting, that's perfectly fine. Or you can have the chair behind you, come quite close to the chair, and you might want to sit right down into the chair, stand up. That's going to be our first exercise. And now if you're a little bit more advanced, or if you don't want your knees to come all the way down, you can just do mini squats. So just think about your hips hinging and your butt going back to shut a car door. All right, shut the car door. So that's another option. All right, so I want you to think about what you're feeling comfortable with. We're gonna get started right away. Have your band nearby because we're gonna sit down after this and get right into our next exercise. All right, I'm gonna start the timer. And once you hear the whistle, if you hear the whistle, I'll let you know when the whistle blows. We're gonna start with the squat. So feet hip width apart. All right, 3 seconds until we start here. All right, there's our whistle. So down into the squat. Maybe you just wanna hover over that chair. Or you can come sit down, stand right back up. Sit down, stand right back up. I'm just gonna hover over that chair for today. Now, weight is in the heels, shoot the hips back. Make sure your chest is still up. And take a glance down at your knees. Make sure they're going in the same directions as your toes, as your second and third toe on each foot. All right, so you don't want your knees caving in like this or going out like this. No, we want them same direction as our toes. And there's the bell. That's the end of that first exercise. Next exercise. All right, I'm going to show you from the side. We're going to put our feet under the band, heels down, toes slanted toward the floor, starting at our knees, following our pant leg back to our hips, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then back to your knees. Now control it. Control that band back to your hips and then control it back to your knees. Don't let the band control you. All right, each time you bring your arms back, squeeze your shoulder blades. So you're really working the upper back here. And if you need to lengthen that band, if this is a little too hard, if you're finding it hard to pull it back, you can just loosen up on that band a little bit. Maybe lengthen the distance between your feet and your hands. We're almost there. There's that bell. All right, plant your feet down onto that band. This is our starting position at our hips this time. You might want to lengthen the band. Starting at our hips, elbows behind. You're just going to straighten your arms behind and then bend. So straighten and bend. We're working the upper back of our arm, the tricep muscle here. So straighten your arms behind you and then bend at the elbow, keeping your elbows behind you the whole time. Try to keep your shoulders down and back. And an option here for you is to do one arm and then the other arm. So you can alternate left and right. That's another option. Or you can do them both together. Make sure your belly button's pulled back. We have 5 seconds left on this exercise. And then we're going to stand up. Good. All right. Woo, I can feel that in the shoulders. All right, you can hold the chair for this exercise. All we're going to be doing is coming up to our toes and down. So calf raises. Wait for that bell or the whistle, sorry. Up to the toes, down. Up to the toes and down. Try to get onto that big toe as much as you can. Try to come up with control and down with control. Up with control and down with control. Now make sure you hold that chair if you're feeling out of balance. I know, I always need my chair for these exercises. It's a wonder I'm not falling over right now. Keep breathing in and out. We have 10 seconds left of this exercise. And then we're right back to those squats from the start. Remember the squats? Whew. All right, so we're back to the squats. We have 15 seconds to kind of set up. Remember, you can have your chair behind you or in front, whatever's the most comfortable. Feet hip width apart. You're going to hinge at your hips and then drop your butt down and up. Hinge, drop down and up. Keep that chest up. Weight is in your heels here. So you can drop down and sit and stand, or you can hover over that chair. And if your knees are bothering you, You can just do the mini squats. Remember, shut that car door. You can do that. Each time you come up, squeeze your glutes. So when you come up to standing, squeeze them together. We'll add a little bit of glute work back into here. Good job. We have 7 seconds left. Knees in line with your toes here. And there's the bell. All right, sitting back down with the band. We're doing those back rows. So the band goes under our feet, heels down, toes are just slanted toward the ground. And we're going to start at the knees, pull back to the hips, back to the knees, to the hips, and then to the knees. Now think about each time you bring your hands back and your elbows back, think about squeezing a beach ball between your 2 elbows behind your back. That'll help you to squeeze your shoulder blades together back there and really get more work into your back. Keep breathing. Pull that belly button back to your spine. Keep your back nice and straight here. Don't let it arch. Good job. We have 3 seconds. 2, 1, and rest. All right, bring those feet flat right on top of the band. Lengthen the band a little bit here. Our starting position is our hands by our hips, elbows bent behind us. Straighten them and bend. So the whole time your elbows are behind you. Elbows are staying in that position. We're just straightening and bending. Straighten and bend. Remember, you can alternate your arms left and right here. If doing 2 of them at once is a little bit hard, I know it's a bit tough on the shoulders as well. Think about feeling it in your tricep muscle, that upper muscle in the back of the arm. 14 seconds left. You can do it. We have 10, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Good job. All right, back to that calf raise. Ooh, don't want to trip over anything here, so I'm going to use my chair, feet hip width apart. We're coming up to our toes and down. You can always do this sitting in a chair as well. There's our whistle. So if you want to sit down and do this calf raise, maybe your calves get cramps in them. Keep on breathing in and out. So you can sit down in the chair if you want to and just come up to your toes and then down. Just lift your heels. That's all you have to do. Lift those heels. Come right onto that big toe as much as you can. Those big toes need some love. We need to bend them. Make sure that even if we have arthritis in them a little bit, we want to still move through some motion. We really want to get them lubricated. Last few seconds and rest. All right, we have 45 seconds break here. So have a sip of water. I want you to keep moving your legs a little bit. Good job, everyone. So take a walk around, maybe bring your shoulders back and down. Make sure you're thinking about that power posture, belly button tucked into your spine. I'm going to show you our next move. We only have 15 seconds. Stand behind a chair. We're just going to be lifting the heel to the butt and then tapping down. Heel to butt, tap down. Keep the knees in parallel line together, okay? All right, there's our whistle. Bring one leg up, tap down. So the same leg is working the whole time. If you find you're getting a cramp in your hamstring, which is that the back of your thigh, don't bring your heel quite as high. Or maybe take a break. Now we're standing on one leg the whole time, so I want you to think about this. Having a slight bend in that knee. Keep your hips really even with the floor. You don't want to be leaning over. All right, we're keeping them parallel to the floor. Knees are together here, parallel with each other. A few more seconds and rest. All right, we're going to do that on the other side, on the other leg. So this time our other leg is going to be, the heel is coming up toward our butt, tapping down. So we're giving that other standing leg a nice break. There's our whistle, heel up toward the butt, tap down, heel up, tap down. Now I know when you're standing on one leg, there can be a tendency to lean over, right? Because we're standing on that one leg. So we want to really keep our body up nice and straight, our hips parallel to the floor, knees are parallel to each other, keeping that belly button pulled in toward the spine. You should feel it in the back of the upper leg. Keep on breathing in and out. You can try your balance if you want to. Let go of the chair. All right, relax. Next exercise is a chest press. So we're going to have our band behind our back, up under the armpits, hold in both hands, hand up through to the outside, up through to the outside. There's our whistle. So elbows at shoulder height, wrists and elbows, and we're just pressing forward, touch the hands together, come back to a 90-degree angle. So pressing forward, I'm going to show you from the side, back to a 90-degree angle. Pressing forward. And you can do this sitting in the chair, so if you want to sit down. If you are standing though, make sure your feet are about hip width apart, knees slightly bent. Think about that power posture, so you really want to have your core engaged here. Pressing those hands forward. Think about the chest working each time your hands come forward and together. Almost done. There's our bell. All right, bicep curls are our fourth exercise. So I'm going to place one foot in. You can place 2 feet in it if you want to. Elbows by our side, just bringing the hands up toward the shoulders and then down. Up toward the shoulders and down. Doesn't have to go all the way up to the shoulders. Now my palms are facing each other. This is called the hammer curl kind of position. Knees are slightly bent here. If you're sitting, you can sit and have both of your feet on the band to secure it underneath of you. And maybe you already have 2 feet on the band. I only have 1 foot in my band right now because this one is a pretty tight band. That bicep muscle is a pretty small muscle. So make sure you keep your elbows right by your side. Don't let them creep forward or back. Last one here. Good. All right, we're back to the top. Right back to those hamstring curls. So I'm going to switch my chair here. We're just going to bring the heel up to the butt, tap down. Heel up to the butt, tap down. There's our whistle. All right, hold the chair if you need support. Remember that standing leg should have a slight bend in the knee. Bringing that heel up to the butt and just tap down. Or you can let it sit down each time. You can take the weight right off that standing leg if you need to. That's okay. I know we're standing on one leg for 45 seconds. That's a long time. So if you need to shake it out every once in a while, go ahead, shake it out, come back when you're ready. You can always try your balance if you want to try letting go of that chair. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, other leg. So I'm just going to switch my chair around. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. I just want to make sure you can still see me. So other leg, my heel is coming up. Tapping down, up, tapping down. There's our whistle. All right, so start those exercises. Heel is curling up, tap down, up, tap down. All right, think about your hips. Keep them parallel to the floor, both of them, both sides. Keep breathing in and out. Remember that standing leg has a slight bend in it. You don't want to lock out the knee. Good job, everyone. Keep going. We have a few more seconds. You can do it. And if you need to shake it out, that's perfectly okay. Shake it out and then come back and join us when you're ready. All right, we're grabbing that band for our next exercise. Put it around your back, up under the armpits. I know this is a fast transition. Hold them both in one hand, up through the middle, grab to the outside, up through the middle, grab to the outside. All right, and I'm choking up on this band. I'm gonna work this chest. All right, so my hands are kind of closer together, or closer. I guess they're a little closer together if you're thinking about the band itself. So come back to, we're always keeping our elbows and our wrists at shoulder height or chest height, but they're bending to make a 90-degree angle when it comes back, straightening in front. Remember, you can do this seated if you want to. Feet hip width apart, knees slightly bent if you're standing. All right, that's the last one. Now it's bicep curls. So if you're sitting, you can place both feet onto that band on the floor. If not, you can stand up. You can place 1 foot or 2 feet into the band, elbows by the side, bringing those hands up to our shoulders or almost to our shoulders and down. Keep on breathing here. Elbows or hands coming almost to the shoulders and down. Use that full range of motion. You want to control it both directions. So don't let that band pull your hands back down without your control. Control the whole time up and all the way back down. All the way up and all the way down. Good job. Keep on going here. We only have a few more seconds to go. I know that bicep's getting tired. And there's our bell. Good job. All right, we're going to sit down for this next exercise. Actually, we're going to sit down for the next few. And we're going to sit on our band. So place that band right under your butt. And this next exercise, all you're going to do is keep your heels down, lift your toes, tap down, lift your toes, tap down. All right, actually, we still have 20 seconds. So grab a sip of water, walk around a little bit. This is kind of our transition between our last 4 exercises and our next 4. Hopefully you can see my feet here. So it's just leaving my heels down. I'm bringing my toes up and down. Toes up, and there's our whistle. So bring the toes up, down. Sit up nice and straight in your chair. Belly button tucked in here. Toes come off the floor and down, leaving those heels on the floor. So just our toes are coming up. This is working the front of that lower leg, the shin area. If you happen to get any cramps, you can always lift a little bit lower. You don't want to raise your toes quite so much, or maybe you want to alternate. Maybe just lift one foot and then the other. Lift one toe and then the other, left and right. We have 6 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. All right, hopefully you have your band under your butt here. We're going to have a long end on one side. Place it on your palm, bring it behind your elbow, and we're going to be pressing straight up and down. And I'm holding the other end just to make sure it doesn't slip out from under me. That bicep is coming right beside the ear. Keep on breathing. Make sure you can see your hand as it raises out of the corner of the eye. Now, if your arm cannot go up above your head, I want you to kind of grip up on it and then just bring it up as high as your shoulder and down. Up as high as your shoulder. So you might need to bring your hand a little closer, down. All right, so just make sure that you're working at your own ability here. All right, we're switching arms, so just slide that under your butt. We're gonna have it in our palm on the other side now. Bring it behind your elbow and get ready to press up and down. There's the whistle, pressing up and down. Press up and down. Make sure you can see it at the top, out of the corner of your eye. So you don't want your arm going so far behind you that you can't see it. That will hurt your shoulder. All right, I'm gonna show you if you can't bring your arm up above your shoulder. Remember, you can always tighten up on the grip, start from here and just bring it up to shoulder height and down. Up to shoulder height and down. And you're still gonna be working that shoulder. Keep on breathing here. We're gonna use the ball for our next exercise, so grab that ball. All right, keep the band under your butt. You're gonna grab the ball. I'm gonna show you from the side here. All right, so put it up between your shoulder blades, against the back of the chair. So sit back, scoot your butt back, press that ball back toward the back of the chair, and then rest. So press, 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 hold for 3, 2, 1, and then relax. Press it again, press, press, press. Pull that belly button back toward your spine, and then relax. So we're working the core, working the abdominals, the transverse way down low, then relax. So we're pressing that ball into the chair, using our abdominals, and then relaxing. Press, hold for 3, 2, 1, release. We're gonna hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding. All right, we're back to the top. Toe raises. All right, so just place that ball off to the side. We're just going to be lifting our toes up and down. So keep your heels on the floor. Sit up nice and straight and tall. Toes are lifting, tap down. Lift, tap down. Now you can go a little bit faster if you're comfortable with that. If not, you don't have to go fast at all. You can just lift them at your own speed. You can always alternate right and left if you don't want to do them both together. We have 15 seconds left. And then we're going to be using our band under our butt. So make sure it's secured under your butt. And then we're going to lengthen one side of it, work those shoulders again. All right, I'm just gonna turn the chair around just so you can see me a little bit better. All right, so the band is under my butt here, making it short on one end, long on the other, bringing it behind my elbow. I'm actually going to choke up so I can work it a little bit more here. So really pressing up, bicep is right beside my ear. That's my upper arm, it's coming right beside my ear. And I can still see my hand under the corner of my eye. Keep your back nice and straight, core engaged here. So think about that belly button pressing back toward the spine. My elbow's not coming down very far. It doesn't have to come down all the way. Keep pressing. We only have a few more seconds. I know that shoulder, you're feeling it. I'm feeling it. All right, relax. Let's do the other shoulder. So short end in this hand this time. I'm gonna choke up on that band, so I'm gonna bring my hand down closer to my butt, behind my shoulder or behind my elbow, pressing up and down. Press up and down. Core engaged here. Back nice and straight, belly button pulled toward that spine. Make sure you can see your hand out of the corner of your eye as you press up. Good job. That elbow doesn't have to come down very far. You can keep the tension on that band. Work that shoulder even more. Keep breathing here, in and out. Good job, everyone. We have a few more to go. And there's the bell. Good. All right. What was our last exercise? Oh, yes. The ball against the back of the chair. So grab that ball, put it behind your shoulder blades or at about the shoulder blade height. And we're going to press back into the chair and release. So make sure you scoot your butt back toward the back of the chair. So keep pressing, hold for 3, hold 2, 3, and then release. Hold, 2, 3, and release. Really use those abdominals. Pull that belly button back and release. Pull back, keeping your back nice and straight, and release. Pull, release. We have 10 more seconds. We have a few more reps we can get in. Pull, pull, pull. Release. Let's hold this one. Hold it until you hear that bell. Hold, hold, and there it is. Good job. We have 45-second break, and we're on our last 4 exercises. All right, we're gonna have our chair beside us for balance. All right, and you're going to stand in the tandem stance is what I call it. So your outside leg is gonna come right in front of your inside leg. So they're right in line with each other. Now, if this is not comfortable for you, you can keep your feet, shoulder width apart or whatever. You can keep them together like this. But the goal is to try to keep it here. And then we're tapping forward, side, and then around to the back, and then forward again. All right, that bell, that whistle blew. So let's make this semicircle. So it's forward with the toe, around to the side, around to the back. Really squeeze your glute back there. So keep your upper body nice and straight. This is not a fast movement. Forward, side, around to the back, and finish that semicircle. You can hold the chair or maybe try letting go of the chair. Keep on breathing. We're standing kind of on one leg. Make sure that standing leg has a slight bend in the knee. Ooh, almost falling over. All right, we're gonna keep the chair on this side. We're gonna move the other leg this time, the leg that's closest to the chair. So we're just tapping forward, middle, and then back, middle. All right, we're gonna get started. So tap forward, tap the middle right beside your other foot, and then back, and then middle, keeping your upper body nice and straight. So you're squeezing your glute to get your leg behind you, squeezing your abs to bring it in front of you, and you're standing on one leg. So remember, slight bend in that knee. Tapping forward, middle, back, then middle. Forward, you can try letting go of the chair. Middle, forward, middle, back, and middle. Forward, middle, and relax. All right, put that chair on the other side. We're gonna do that same exercise on both the other legs. So remember, tandem stance first. The outside leg goes in front. And we're going to go forward, out to the side, make a nice big semicircle, back, and then to the front. Oh, sorry, the kitty just walked right in front. Sorry about that. So we're tapping forward, bringing it around to the side, bringing it around to the back. So make that nice semicircle with one leg. Remember that standing leg, slight bend in the knee. You can try letting go of the chair if you wish. If not, that's perfectly okay. Out to the side, to the back, squeeze the glute, squeeze the abdominal, and then the glute. And rest. Woo! I know, those standing legs get it, don't they, every time. All right, the leg that's closest to the chair is gonna tap forward, middle, then back, then middle. Take a nice deep breath. Here we go. Forward, middle, back, squeeze the glute, middle. Squeeze the abs, middle, then squeeze the glute, middle. So keep that upper body straight the whole time. Doesn't have to be a big movement. Keep breathing. Try letting go of the chair, maybe even for a few seconds if you can. Remember that standing leg has a slight bend in the knee. Keep on breathing in and out. Good job, everyone. Forward, middle, back, and middle and rest. All right, great job. We're gonna stretch it all out. Oops. All right, we're gonna stretch. So we're going to maybe stand up for this first few seconds. So just stand in front of your chair, feet hip width apart. Bringing one arm up over the head. Stretch up as tall as you can and root those feet down into the floor. So reach up, 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 up. Maybe wiggle the fingers, make sure everything's still awake. Good, hold for a few more seconds. Keep breathing in and out. Stretching the whole side of our body. All right, bring that arm down. We're gonna do that on the other side. So other arm comes up. Really reach up as high as you can. So keep reaching for that ceiling while you're rooting those feet down into the floor. Good job. Keep breathing in and out. So take a nice deep breath in and out. In and out. And we're gonna go ahead and sit down in the chair. So I'm just gonna sit at the edge of my chair here, and I'm gonna face one direction, so turning in my chair, and I'm gonna hold on to the chair. One butt cheek is off the chair and one is on. All right, and we're gonna slide this leg back slowly. And now your heel is up, toes pressing into the floor, or the ball of your foot presses into the floor. Try to tuck your hips under just slightly. You should feel a nice stretch in that front of your thigh. And up into the hip flexor. Take a nice deep breath in and out. In and out. Keep breathing. One more deep breath in and then out. Good. Bring your knees together and we'll go ahead and make our way to face the other direction. So hold on to that chair. Put one butt cheek on and one off. We're going to slide this leg back, pressing our toes or our ball of our foot into the floor. Heel is up in the back. Tucking the hips under slightly here, feeling that stretch in the front of the thigh. Take a few nice deep breaths in and out. Try to fill your lungs right to the bottom. One more deep breath. Good. All right, bring the knees together. We're going to sit forward in the chair again. Stretch, or I want you to straighten one leg. We're going to point our toe. So press your toe down into the floor here. Hands on your bent knee. Sit up nice and straight and tall. Just take a few nice deep breaths here, in and out. We're stretching out the front of that bottom part of your leg, the front, which is the shin. So we're just stretching that out because we did a lot of those toe lifts. All right, we're gonna lift the toe now and leave the heel down. You might feel the stretch right there. If not, bend from your hips or hinge from your hips, bring your chest forward until you feel that stretch. Stop there and then just hold the stretch. Feel that nice gentle stretch all the way down the back of your leg. Take some nice deep breaths in and out here. Hands are on this breath, in and out. And bend that knee, bend that leg. We're going to straighten the other leg. So remember, first the toe is pressing down, pointing the toe down into the floor, stretching out the front part of the shin area, the front part of the bottom leg, which is the shin. All right, and then we're going to bring the heel down, or keep the heel down, bring our toe up toward us. You might feel the stretch right there. If you do, you can stay there, or hinge at your hips, bring the chest forward very slowly until you feel that stretch, and then stay there. And just feel the stretch in the back of the leg. all the way down into the bottom part, even your calf muscle. Take a nice deep breath in. Keep your head in line with the spine as well. Nice deep breaths in and out. One more breath. And bend your knee. All right, we're just going to bring our hands out to our sides. My hands are at hip level, palms face forward, and I'm just pressing the back of my hands toward the back of the room. So opening up the chest area and the biceps. Keeping your back nice and straight though. So keep that belly button tucked in toward that spine. Good. Wiggle those fingers. Nice stretch here. All right, we're going to clasp our hands in front. Open up the shoulder blades behind. Press away with your hands if you want to, or you can keep them forward like this. Maybe your wrists are troublesome. So whatever feels good for you. So we're opening up those shoulder blades, rounding the upper back ever so slightly, and just feeling a nice stretch in our upper back area. Keep on breathing here, in and out. Good. And bring your hands down by your sides. We're just going to stretch the shoulder area now. So bring one arm out in front, across your chest. Pull it in toward you, keeping your shoulder down out of your neck area. Try not to pull at your joint, so either above or below that elbow. Nice deep breaths in and out. Good. And just bring that same hand up over your opposite shoulder for a little deeper stretch here. Maybe pat yourself on the back. Job well done today. Thank you for joining me. All right, we're going to do that with the other arm. So arms straight out in front, across the body, pull it in toward you. Keeping your shoulder down. Arm is pretty straight. I have a slight bend in that elbow, but it's not locked out, but it's almost straight. So just so you know, the positioning of the elbow here. Good. Nice deep breaths in and out. And then bring that hand up on that shoulder for a little deeper stretch. Just pull ever so slightly and gentle. Pat yourself on the back again. Good job. All right, bring those arms down by your side. Roll your shoulders back and down. And I want you to bring one ear to one shoulder. You can cradle your head in your hands if that is a little bit too much pressure on your neck. So there's always that option. Nice deep breath in and out, keeping your shoulders down. And now I want you to bring your chin down on that side. Your gaze will kind of come down toward the floor. Keep stretching. Remember, you can cradle your head in your hand if you need to. A few more seconds here. And then gently bring your head back up to neutral. Bring the other ear to other shoulder. Shoulders are down and back. Nice deep breath in and out. Good. In and out. Remember, you can cradle your head in your hands and then bring that chin down on that side. Your gaze will come down to the floor on that side, or you can look into your breast pocket on that side. Take a nice deep breath in and out. One more deep breath. In and then out. All right, bring your head back up to neutral. Good job, everyone. Thank you for joining me. And I'm just going to stop the music here, if I can. All right. Thank you so much, and I'm going to stop the video and it will be available to you. I'll leave it in the group, so whenever you want to do it. All right, thank you again.